Buggy is one of the most important characters in the Final Saga, and Oda is hiding it in plain sight for over 25 years. What if I told you that the final truth of One Piece is not hidden behind power, not hidden behind destiny, but hidden behind laughter? And what if the man standing closest to that truth isn't Luffy, isn't Shanks, isn't even Blackbeard, but Buggy? Today, I'll show you why Buggy, Laugh-Tale, the Bara Bara no Mi, and Rox D Zebeck are part of the same structure, and why Oda has been preparing this twist since the very beginning of One Piece. Roger reached Laugh-Tale, and he laughed. Not because it was funny, not because it was lighthearted. He laughed because the truth was devastating. The Void Century, the Ancient Kingdom, the lie of the world government, the fate of Joy Boy, all of it collapsing into one moment. Laugh-Tale is not comedy. It is irony weaponized. The kind of irony that breaks strong men. The kind that forces laughter as a defense mechanism. Throughout history, the clown has a unique role. He mocks kings. He humiliates gods. He exposes truth without being executed for it. Because the clown is harmless. Because the clown is just a joke. And that is exactly why the clown survives when emperors fall. Buggy is not weak. Buggy is untouchable. Buggy sailed with Gold D. Roger. He was present during the greatest journey in pirate history. He heard the same conversations. He stood on the same deck. But when the crew reached the final island, Buggy was not there. He didn't fall in battle. He wasn't left behind by choice. He got sick. Oda removed the clown from the island of laughter. That is not coincidence. That is precision writing. Because you do not bring the punchline to the place where the joke is explained. Fans still treat Buggy's devil fruit like a gag. He splits. That's it. But devil fruits are never literal. They are conceptual. The Bara Bara no Mi is not about cutting bodies. It is about breaking unity. Buggy cannot be cut, because he cannot be defined as one. Execution fails. Imprisonment fails. Control fails. Because fragmentation is the ultimate counter to authority. Rox D Zebeck was not a Pirate King candidate. He was an existential threat. He didn't want the throne. He wanted the concept of the throne to disappear. God Valley wasn't just a battle. It was an execution of an idea. And after that day, Zebeck vanished. What if killing Zebeck was impossible? What if the only way to stop him was to shatter him? Not physically, narratively. Split his will, disperse his chaos, turn him into fragments of influence, and seal those fragments inside something that could never be fully controlled. A devil fruit. What if Buggy is not Zebeck's reincarnation, but his narrative echo? Zebeck shook the world through fear. Buggy shakes the world through ridicule. Fear creates resistance. Ridicule destroys legitimacy. And that is why Buggy keeps rising without earning power. Every system attempts to erase Buggy. Public execution? Failure. Maximum security prison? Failure. War of the best? Failure. Even the Yonko balance bends around him. Because the system cannot destroy what refuses to be whole. If you're still watching right now, you already know this theory hits different. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's keep tearing the Final Saga apart together. Now watch closely. This is where it all connects. Imagine Laugh-Tale revealing the full truth of Rox D Zebeck. His rebellion, his defeat, and the final punishment. Not death, but humiliation. The greatest enemy of the gods reduced to a laughingstock. A force of chaos reborn as comedy. Buggy will never reach Laugh-Tale through strength. He will reach it because he's part of its meaning. Laugh-Tale is not about freedom alone. It is about the cruelest joke in history. Luffy brings liberation. Blackbeard brings domination. Emu brings absolute control. But Buggy? Buggy brings collapse through laughter. And when the truth of the world is finally revealed, it won't be gods screaming. It won't be kings ruling. It will be a clown, laughing at the world he helped break.